When Mrs. Patel retired, the students decorated her classroom in streamers in gratitude. 30 years of teaching, hundreds of kids, one tiny chalkboard that had seen it all. After the party, she stayed behind alone, erasing the last equations, the last doodles. On the board, faint in the dust, she noticed something written in small handwriting at the bottom corner. "If you're reading this, you changed my life." No name, no year, just those words. She smiled, left it there, and locked up for the last time. Months later, the new teacher replaced the chalkboard with a whiteboard. The janitor wheeled the old one into storage. That's where I found it working as a custodian during college. The message caught my eye. I'd been one of her students years ago. She'd helped me when I couldn't afford books, paying for my exam fees quietly, pretending it was school budget. I ran my fingers over the chalk marks, still faint but readable. I didn't know who wrote it, but I whispered, "Me too." When I graduated, I sent her a letter. "I found your chalkboard. I don't know who left the message, but it belongs to all of us." She replied a week later. Then I taught what mattered. I framed that letter. It sat above my desk through every late-night study session, every exam, every day I doubted if I'd make it. Years later, I became a teacher myself. On my first day, I stood in front of a new class, same nerves, same chalk dust in the air, and realized how different and willing that one-tailed. Much of her was in the way I spoke, listened, smiled. I told stories the way she did, soft but unforgettable. When a student struggled, I heard her voice in my head. No one fails under my watch unless they stop trying. One afternoon, a shy student stayed behind, pretending to pack slowly. "Do you think people remember teachers?" they asked. I smiled. "The good ones never really leave." A few months later, a package arrived at my school. Inside was Mrs. Patel's chalkboard, polished, smaller now, the message still visible under glass. A note attached said, "For your classroom, keep the conversation going." So I hung it on my wall. Beneath it, I added a small plaque. "If you're reading this, you changed my life. Pass it on." Over time, new messages appeared in faint chalk along the edges. "You made me believe I could write. You listened when no one else did. Thank you for seeing me." Every end of the year, I erased the lessons, but never those words. They belong to every teacher who ever stayed late grading papers, to every student who ever needed one kind word to keep going. Last spring, I got a letter postmarked from a retirement home. The handwriting was familiar. It said, "The board found its next storyteller." I knew it would. I smiled through tears, picked up a piece of chalk, and wrote beneath her old message, "Still teaching what mattered." And now, every year, I leave the board in the classroom for the next teacher, hoping they hear her whisper too. Sometimes former students return, tracing the faint chalk lines with their fingers, smiling at the memories. It's proof that teaching isn't about the lessons you give, but the lives you leave written on forever. The real lessons outlast the classroom, written not in chalk, but in the lives quietly changed.